Hello everyone, this is Mark. I call this the modern age, and today I'm going to be talking about racial profiling. Would it make us safer at airports? And is political correctness making society more dangerous? So, I bring this up because there's this guy named Avi Yemini, and he lately, he says a lot of things. He's all over social media. He's quite prominent, but he went on the radio recently, and he made some claims about airport security. And let me just bring that up for you, and I'm going to play you a little clip. So, this is taken directly from his Facebook post. So, this morning I spoke to Neil Mitchell about how yesterday at Sydney Airport, security just let my Middle Eastern looking persons through. No questions asked. But they stopped a 60-year-old white bloke for an explosives check. In what world does that actually make any sense? It's political correctness gone mad. Share if you agree. Okay. Let me just play this clip for you, so we'll let you hear it in his own words from the radio show.
I think that racial profiling, when it comes to security matters, is a necessity. It's, political correctness is a disease that we're going through, and it looks like it's infected our security industry as well. Racial profiling is necessary when it comes to security matters, especially in airports, especially when you're looking for explosives.
Okay. So what he doesn't mention in that clip is that Avi Yemini is not an airport security expert, and he also appears to have completely neglected the fact that there are such a thing as airport security experts, and they kind of know what they're doing, and they would almost have certainly looked into this kind of thing. So what he's done here is he's made a very common argument. He's appealed, it makes a lot of sense. Why are you checking the 60-year-old white guy? Why are you checking the old lady in a wheelchair? Why are you checking the 16-year-old girl? When we know what we're looking for. We're looking for Muslim-looking people, or anyone who could conceivably be Muslim, including people like me, including people like him, and it would save us so much time and so much money if we did this. Therefore, the only reason possible that we're searching this 60-year-old white bloke, it's political correctness gone mad. And he's obviously built this thing into his system now. He's obviously the type of person who he has a real problem with the left. He has a real problem with political correctness, and we can get into a political correctness debate. But it's almost like a conspiracy-minded thing where he just sees it everywhere. This must be political correctness, and it's dangerous. Well, turns out he's not the only one who's made this argument before. So a lot of you out there would have heard of this guy named Sam Harris, and Sam Harris courted a lot of controversy back in about 2012 because he advocated for something he called anti-profiling, and that simply means not providing extra scrutiny on people who could not conceivably be Muslim. Which, let's break it down. It's basically profiling. It's giving extra scrutiny to people who were Muslims. Now, he copped so much flack from this that he actually invited a debate between himself and a airport security expert named Bruce Schneier. So I'm going to link you to both their websites down below, and I'm going to link you to their debate, because they had a lengthy email debate, and it's all published, only slightly edited. They both approved it, 13,000 words. So this is a big one, okay? And they go into a lot of detail. It's been discussed ad nauseum. Let me just bring up the quote from Sam Harris's blog that I've lifted directly from Bruce Schneier, which I think sums up the argument. Your intuition on the efficacy of an airport security profiling system is wrong. The psychology of security is complex, and there is a great deal of research, that's actually 4 or 5 different links that you can click to if you go to the blog, about how our brains systematically get security decisions wrong. This is an example of that. Most importantly, profiling at airports gives us less security at a greater cost. So, there are people on the left who do argue you cannot profile at airports because it's discriminatory. Obviously it's discriminatory, but that's not why they're checking white people's, old white men's bags at airports. It's because of efficacy. So, what Bruce provides is a cost-benefit analysis, and it's basically comparing a system of security where you do profile versus a system of security where you don't profile. And as an expert, he's decided that it's more cost effective, it provides greater security to not profile. And he goes into great detail in this debate as to why that is. Now, I'm sure that there are people who argue the other way. Okay, so there are probably airport security experts who do argue the other way. So, and Sam Harris put up a very spirited effort in this debate. I ultimately sided with Bruce Schneier. Now, why did I ultimately side with Bruce Schneier? And if somebody told me they sided with Sam Harris on that, I could totally respect that. There's basically two questions when it comes to profiling at airports. So one, is it moral? Nobody really wants... I don't think anyone really wants undue scrutiny and discrimination against people of certain ethnicities. But I could see the argument if it could tangibly increase security. I could see myself conceding, okay, we might have to do some kind of racial profiling if it very definitely gave us greater security. But the argument here is that it actually doesn't. So on both counts, Avi Yemini is wrong. And ultimately, his ultimate assertion here is that it's political correctness gone mad, and he's trying to stir up this fervor against the left and this fervor against political correctness. This is identity politics, and this is what is really dangerous. When we should all be working together, it's people like this who are saying, no, be more like me on the right, because look at how stupid these people are on the left, and he hasn't done his research. Do it yourself. If you're interested, check out the blog. I'll link it down below. It's fascinating. It's really interesting reading. Sam Harris does some great arguments. You decide who you want, but ultimately you'll decide that it's not political correctness. If you like this video, hit subscribe. If you have any comments, if you think I'm stupid, if you hate me, if you disagree with me, post it down below. If you have evidence counteracting the things that I've said, do so. But please, before you do, check out that debate and do some research on it. Don't just run your mouth like Avi Yemini did here. Thank you.